You ever feel stuck? I feel stuck many times. You might feel stuck now. Whether you feel stuck now or you might get stuck in the future, today we're going to talk about the top five things to do to create momentum when you feel stuck. Now, I know in my life I've had moments where I'm putting in work and I'm getting the energy going, but it feels like I need to get a mile down the road, but I'm actually running on a treadmill. I'm just running, getting nowhere. I have no momentum, but I'm draining my soul with energy and I'm stuck and I want to get out of that place. And here are the top five things I have done in my life, real time, to move forward. First thing is you got to start controlling the controllables. Create a cadence in your life, which means action. Taking action moves you forward. I love the statement of action ends suffering. The suffering of being stuck only ends when you start creating momentum taken by action. And this comes first with cadence. Simple. Get up at a certain time, eat a certain thing, move at a certain time, do certain specific things so you feel like you're back in control. If you're at the whim of your alarm clock, of your boss, of your clients, of social media, if you're always at the whim being dragged somewhere, it doesn't make you want to get up. You get no motivation, no momentum. You feel stuck all the time. But when you get to the forefront, you create a cadence. You take control of something, you feel that power again, and you move in the right direction. Now, number two has to do with when I'm getting some things moving. Now, we all are making motions, making progress towards something, but there's an emotional component that is necessary for us. If I look at individuals who say, I want to lose some weight, I want to lose 30 pounds, well, there's something specific that needs to take place on the process to 30 pounds. First, action, yes. But what usually stops somebody from getting to the back end? They stop somewhere in between. Why? Because they didn't set a milestone. Number two, you got to celebrate milestones. If I had this progression, I want to go down, and I don't celebrate the small things, I don't get the energy to move to the next one, and the next one, and the next one. And you need that energy. So if I want to lose 30 pounds and I'm only focused on, I haven't lost 30 pounds, I'm only going to celebrate when I get there, the journey sucks. You don't like doing it. And if you do lose 30 pounds, because the journey sucked, you arrive there and go, and you eat it all back on and then some. It happens all the time. But if you go, look, I lost a pound, I lost another pound, I lost a half a pound, I lost another half a pound, and you celebrate all the little milestones, you enjoy the entire process. Emotionally, you maintain energy and gas to keep yourself moving when things get sticky or you're not quite there yet. And then when you get to the 30 pounds, it's, cherry on top. I reached the peak of the mountain, but I loved the little milestones. That creates momentum that gets you to your goal. So number two is celebrate every single milestone. Then, one thing we don't even think about is getting that small win, getting that simple thing, which is number three, get an easy task done. Seriously, a small, simple thing, it makes you go, you know what? I got it done. I feel good. Like, let me try something else and something else and something else. And it's the small things. People ask all the time, Anthony, man, do you gonna go big? How do you go big? I go, I don't go big. I go small in a very big way. And the reason it's important is because I realize the psychology of what happens when I do small things, get those small things done, how good I feel for doing it, and it carries into the next thing. And I do the same process over and over, and that builds into getting the small things accomplished, which small things create big things. Little bricks create momentous cathedrals, right? It's the little things you must do. So get the small tasks done. Number four, get familiar with your operating system. Now, if you know me and my work, it's heavy in identity. And I look at it kind of like we're all these computers, right? These computers are using an operating system, right? If any computer we have, like if it's a screen's the hardware and the program, which might be, Zoom or Chrome, right? It's the same as our relationship or our health. Now, all the things that we look at and making these things come to life, the missing piece that makes a computer run, operating system, iOS, Windows, Mac, right? They all have these little functions. And what happens is if your operating system, you don't understand it or doesn't even exist, the programs can't run on the hardware in the first place. So getting familiar with the operating system and what's going on allows you to step back and go, I see this, I see what's going on, and it puts you into a space of rhythm. Now, rhythm is one of the most important pieces for all this because the computer just hums. It just does stuff. It gets things moving. And for you in your life, momentum is based off knowing the operating system, getting familiar, and creating a rhythm around it. How things happen, what goes on, and getting in tune and moving. And the motion of it has become this point where I feel good. And it happens over and over again, and it becomes in time effortless effort. The effort you're putting forth is the same as before, but it seems so rhythmic now, it almost is effortless. It's not stressful. It allows you to do it and go, hey, it's so smooth and easy. I can do more. That's how the body works. The body says, this sucks, this workout routine, I don't know about this, but eventually the rhythm gets normalized. I go Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I do this, and these days. And after a while, you go, look, I feel comfortable. This rhythm's good. Let's add more weight, more days. I can progress up. But you can't do that and create momentum unless you get started in the first place and learn your operating system to learn your operating rhythm. Number 5 is really to speed up your decision-making process. So when it comes to creating momentum and getting unstuck, it first starts with doing the thing, making a choice to get unstuck, right? We don't usually make fast decisions. We do slow. I want to make sure it's right and dig deep. Yes, there is a time for that. But you and I both know that sometimes you get stuck on decisions that shouldn't be sticking. The other day, I asked my son, do you want to run a slant route or an out route? And it was a simple question. It should have been it took like 15, 20 seconds to answer. I'm like, dude, we could have had a route done by now. Quite literally could have had a route in the time. What are you thinking about was my thing. And the idea is we don't make these decisions fast enough. We ponder and we stew on it, and it takes a day, 2 days, 3 days, and all of a sudden we're a week later going, maybe I'll do this. And you step into it. You spent so much time thinking, you don't get it done. Make a quicker decision, because here's why. The more decisions you make, the better you make decisions. And when you're making better decisions, over time the decisions become faster and you have more confidence in your fast decisions. So start making decisions smarter and quicker early, because even if they're wrong, you can refine over time. These are your top 5 ways to get yourself into momentum when you feel stuck.